Today is November 14th, and once again, I'm going to be discussing the latest items on Halo Infinite Store and determining whether or not they're worth your money. So good magpies, I'm Magpie Leon, and let's jump straight in. Today begins the beginning of the Combined Arms event, which is now available in-game, and it provides players with 20 free cosmetic items, some of which are new pieces of armor for the Rikshasa armor core. The event itself is free, but if you pay 500 credits, you get the bonus Grey Hunter armor coating, which looks pretty cool, and it also gives you permanent access to the event, so even after it's ended on December 19th, I believe, you will still have access to it. You can also pay 2,000 credits and get immediate access to all 20 items, but you've pretty much got like an entire month to do this, so I don't really see much of a point in that unless you really want the stuff straight away. Anyway, moving over to the store with today's daily, we have the Kinetic Instruction Bundle, which gives you this coating for 3 weapons, being the Battle Rifle, the Assault Rifle, and the Sidekick. 400 credits for 3 coatings doesn't sound like a terrible deal, but we have had better things like Atomic Flint and Strong Iris were a similar price and gave you the coating for all 8 weapons that were released at the time. And most regular weapon sets cost about 700 to 800, and do in fact give you the coating for everything. The TEM4 bundle is back on sale for 1,400 credits. This gives you the Out of Orbit Legendary Armor coating for every core, the TEM4 helmet, which is a pretty cool gas mask helmet on the Hazmat armor core. You also get the Multiverse helmet attachment for TEM4, the Spray Wall shoulder pieces, the Tac Tool chest piece. You also get the Guard Grip gloves, and the Model 21 knee pads. For 1,400, not the worst deal we've seen in game, definitely a nice thing to see this on sale. The Transgressor bundle is still here, not going to go into full detail as we have covered it and it hasn't rotated out the store yet, but I do think this is very overpriced for 2,200 credits. The kit itself looks absolutely phenomenal, but it does only come with the kit and a singular coating, and nothing else. You can't use the helmet or the shoulder pieces or anything else with your own Spartan, and for that reason, this is going to be one that I skip out on. We do also have the Combat Evolved Mark V bundle, which is also still here. This gives you the Mark V armor kit alongside 2 armor coatings, being Viridescent Ring and Cinder Ring, alongside the Aurum Evolved Visor. 2,200 credits is definitely still way too much money, however it is much better than Transgressor as it does come with the extra coating and the addition of a visor. But again, I do apply the same logic, I should be able to use the helmet or the shoulder pads on my own Spartans. I did pick this one up though because I do think it looks really cool, and of course I can always repurpose it for things like Machinima, and I mean who can blame me when the kit looks as good as this one does. Anyway, moving on to the new stuff, we have the return of Pilot. This comes in the Pilot bundle, which gives you the Pilot helmet, which looks absolutely gorgeous. Now, I know what most of you are thinking. Didn't 343 promise that the Mark 5B cosmetics wouldn't be paid anymore, with Hazard and a few of the other smaller bundles being the exception? And yeah, I think it's kind of dumb that this is on the store when it could have easily fit into the Battle Pass or one of the events. That being said though, I am just happy to see the helmet is back. There is no Haunted version, which I know a lot of people are going to be a little annoyed about. Does mean there's potential for that to release in the future though. I mean, we have 2 versions of the EVA helmet, since Emil's is technically a separate one, so Haunted could be released as its own helmet for a future Halloween event in a year or so. Anyway, the bundle also comes with the Type E6 helmet attachment, which is kind of cool. We also get the Shap shoulder pads for the Mark 5B, the Responder chest piece for the Mark 5B, which looks awesome. There is also a utility piece here that looks kind of cool. We get some new gloves, which is always nice. You also get the Sudanese Dream, which is clearly based on the mines of Suban, hence the sort of needler pattern that they've got going on, and honestly this is a really cool coating. And you also get the Orange Mist visor, which is fine. For 1,600, I do think, again, there is probably better options, or at least has been, but overall, I think this is a pretty decent deal. I like the armor pieces. Yes, Pilot probably should have been in the Battle Pass or in an event. Regardless though, I do think this is kind of a cool bundle. Next up is Sky Marcher, and this actually contains some new cosmetics for Mirage, which is kind of cool to see. You get the Sky Marcher helmet, which is an interesting one to say the least. This also comes with its own helmet attachment, which yes, does apply your coating. You also get some pretty cool shoulder pads here, a nice new chest piece, which again, applies your coating. I think this is the first one on Mirage that actually does. There's some new knee pads, there's a new crotch piece utility piece. We also have a new wrist attachment and the Cosmic Rift armor coating, which is on all cores and does look pretty nice. This is the same price as Pilot and contains the same amount of items. So again, although there probably has been better offerings, overall I don't think this is a terrible deal. I'm not a huge fan of the helmet, but I think most of the other armor pieces here are pretty damn cool. We also have the Hive Breaker Bunyip bundle. This does contain the Surgeon weapon model and the Clinical Eye weapon coating, which the Hivebreaker bundle released at the beginning of the season also contained. I didn't buy that one, but I'm assuming owning it means you have to pay less for this one, so if that is the case, someone please let me know in the comments. Other than that though, it also comes with the Bunyip helmet, which looks kind of cool. You also get an attachment for said helmet. We have some new shoulder pads for Rikshasa, as well as a really cool chest piece being the Proxy Logistics one. I actually kind of like how that looks. There's the Spike Pack utility piece and the Fox 2449 wrist attachment. We also get the Shaded Showdown armor coating. Definitely got a bit of an interesting design. And there's the Node Connect visor, which I don't think was in the prior Hive Breaker bundle. This does cost 2,000 credits, which is definitely quite pricey. I personally prefer the Pilot and Sky Marcher bundles, but I do think there's some cool stuff here. But I'm not 100% sure if this is going to be one that I bother picking up. We do also have the Combined Arms Super Bundle, which contains both the Sky Marcher and Pilot bundles, alongside the Papaya Dusk armor coating for 2,400 credits. Papaya Dusk has been a highly requested coating, so it's kind of a shame to see this locked behind a super bundle. However, for 2,400, I do think this is a pretty good deal, as you do get some really cool armor sets there. Granted, you would need to buy the 2,200 credits, as well as a couple more if you did want this, so you would be spending quite a bit of money. This week's ultimate reward is a utility piece for the Mark 5B, so overall I think this is a cool enough ultimate reward. It's a nice little extra piece of armor for the Mark 5B core, so people that use that will be pretty content with that. And this week's Spartan of the Week is a pretty cool Mark 7 submission from Strike. If you want the chance to be featured as a Spartan of the Week, make sure to join the Discord. I'll leave a link to that in the pinned comment. Not 100% sure how I feel about the store today. Some of the prices could be better. That being said though, we have also had the release of a brand new free event, so I can't complain too much. Anyway, let me know what you all think down in the comments. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.